Hello and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Jason Lehman. I'm the marketing team lead. Happy to be joined by my colleague Connor Rhoda. Welcome, Connor.
Thanks, Jason.
And today we're going to be talking about getting your digital assistant online before Black Friday. A couple of housekeeping items to get out of the way quickly. This webinar is being recorded. Everyone that registered will be sent a link to the recording. Also, during the webinar, you can ask questions. So there's a little Q&A icon that you can enter your question into. We'll be monitoring those questions throughout today's webinar and then look to take and answer those questions at the end of the webinar. Here's the agenda for today's discussion. So I'm going to start things off by taking a look at what some of the customer service business problems retailers experience today and how digital assistants can help with that. We'll be sharing a customer success story that we've had, that Oracle and Fishbowl have had with a retailer who has implemented the Oracle Digital Assistant for customer service on their website. I'll then be turning it over to Connor for a digital assistant demo. Connor's going to take you through what the experience of a digital assistant on a website might look like and take you through some various scenarios as questions get asked of the digital assistant and how the digital assistant can respond. Then I'll take it back from Connor and really take a look at what the process is to implement a digital assistant and do that successfully based on the platform that Oracle provides and Fishbowl's experience. And like I said, we'll take questions at the end. So I think most of us understand that the holiday season is a crazy busy time, and in North America, the holidays are really earmarked by the shopping that takes place. And overall, if you consider from October 31st through January 1st, shoppers are expected to spend around $1 trillion, with $108 billion of that coming from e-commerce or online transactions. Most of us consider the holiday shopping season to start really on the day after Thanksgiving or Black Friday. It was originally called Black Friday because of the volume of shoppers that created traffic accidents and sometimes even violence. In the 1950s, people even began calling in sick the day after Thanksgiving so they could have their 4-day weekend. So not much has changed. A lot of shopping, still some violence in some of the stores. So not only in 2019, or not only do we see this huge influx of shopping, but Black Friday is really kind of that big day for retailers. And this year it's expected that shoppers will spend around $12 billion in 24 hours across 168 million shoppers. Somewhat more recently, Cyber Monday, or the first Monday in December, also a big shopping day, where 75 million shoppers will spend around $7.9 billion on that day alone. So obviously all that shopping is good for the financial health of retailers and other organizations. Essentially a good holiday shopping season can put companies in the black for the entire year, but all that shopping does have an impact on customer service. So more transactions made by more customers, which also means more customer service questions on product availability, prices, store hours, promotions, etc. To keep up with the demand, retailers have to hire an estimated 650,000 employees during the holidays, with 29% of these being in customer service. So that causes more overhead, which leads to more costs. Additionally, during the holidays, customer service departments receive 75% more customer inquiries. So you can imagine that this increase in volume causes longer wait times, stressing both customers and customer service reps. It's also during the holidays that customers are more sensitive to poor customer service. So companies are 66% more likely to lose a customer during this time. And what's at stake is lost revenue. Each year, companies stand to lose around $537 billion due to poor customer service. So how can a digital assistant help? Well, let's quickly first define what a digital assistant is, and that is a computer program that attempts to maintain a conversation with the human. Essentially, they can be used on company websites or social media channels to augment a company's customer service department. Platforms like the Oracle Digital Assistant include technologies like natural language processing, machine learning, and artificial intelligence, which collectively help chatbot or digital assistant answer questions, detect sentiment, and get smarter over time. So by using them, The goal would be to help deflect customer service inquiries. And some studies show that it's realistic to aim to deflect between 40 to 80% of these customer service inquiries to the digital assistant. And with the simple example that we just showed, answering a question on Black Friday store hours, you get customers quick answers to simple questions so they can go on their way and engage with your company even more. And by doing this, you enhance the overall customer experience with your brand. A digital assistant can do this by providing first-line support to customers 24/7/365. No more having customers wait to call in during support times or getting someone to respond on live chat, so no more lines or queues. And because digital assistants can be integrated with back-end systems, they can add more context to conversations, making such conversations more personalized and impactful, but again, getting customers answers they need fast, such as when they want to track an order in this example. But to really retain and increase revenue for your customers, the customer service you provide them needs to be consistent. The average of 9-hour wait time for response on the company's Facebook page is not consistent with a 5-minute wait when calling into the customer support department. And so organizations that are able to offer these consistent experiences will thrive as they grow and they use digital assistants to even market products to customers during conversations, such as the example here during Black Friday. And digital assistants are being used by companies today, and their use will continue to grow over time. Gartner suggests that even more companies will use them by 2020, with again customer service being one of the most popular use cases. In some cases, Gartner reports organizations can see a reduction of up to 70% in call, chat, and/or email inquiries after implementing a digital assistant. They also report that increased customer satisfaction and a 33% savings per voice engagement. So the customer example I wanted to share in this case is an office supply retailer. They're already seeing ROI with their digital assistant deployment. They really wanted to create a better customer experience on their website while lowering their overall costs in their outsourced call center that they had. They had tried a chatbot from a different technology partner, but that chatbot failed to meet expectations. And this customer is already leveraging some Oracle applications, including Oracle Service Cloud and e-business suite, and so they were keen to understand if a digital assistant from Oracle could help them. As they foresaw leveraging the back-end data in these systems to help guide chatbot conversations, they thought it makes sense to work with Oracle, and then they partnered with Fishbowl as well to design the conversational interface. So in terms of ROI, the long customer wait times for live chat, which were about 12 minutes, have been reduced down to 7 seconds. Their overall anticipated ROI, if you take what they were spending before on live chat interactions, are about $1 million a year, and then you factor in how many live chats could be deflected by the Oracle Digital Assistant, which they're projecting to be around 30%, you have a savings of over $250,000 per year. So with some of that background and context in mind, let's show you what a digital assistant on a website could look like. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Connor.
So like Jason prefaced, this demo is going to show you how a digital assistant can help customers get answers to questions regarding holiday shopping, whether that be Black Friday or Cyber Monday. The scenario we're going to go over, or the use case, would be a customer comes to a retailer's website and sees that there's a chat icon represented somewhere or a link that they can submit a customer service question to. As seen here on Fishbowl's homepage, you can see we have our floating logo down here that you would click into, and that would prompt the digital assistant to start. So now I'm going to move on to the demo portion and focus on a customer service digital assistant that includes more of a menus-based interface. That's a big factor with digital assistants being the user experience. Some users want menus, while others want it to just be text-driven. So this demo will show you kind of both of those options and see how both of those would work. So you have customers gearing up for Black Friday shopping, Cyber Monday shopping. One of the first things that they're going to want to do is see store hours for the locations that are near where they're located. So you're going to start by clicking into the menu, which is going to prompt the different options, which you can click through And here you can see the second option is store hours. So we're going to click into that, which is going to pull another subset of options. There you can see the first option is store hours and locations, which we're going to click into, and that's then going to prompt us to enter our city, state, or zip code to figure out which store location is nearest to us. We're going to put in our zip code, which will now prompt us to understand where that store is located. So now that we know where the store that we need to go to is, we're going to be curious on what the Black Friday deals are and what particular we're going to be shopping for and focusing on at that store. So we're going to go back to the main menu and take a look and see if they have any promotions that they're running for Black Friday. This is one of the options in the main menu, but you can also go some specific product promotions they have, trade-in offers, and there's our Black Friday option for seeing the promotions that they're running for there. We click into there and see that they've got specific TV deals, laptop deals, and other promotions that they're running, and giving you links to click in and see what those are. You remembered that back in the menu for Black Friday, that there was an option for a specific product that caught your eye, being the AirPods Pro. This is a new product that's been released recently, and you're curious to see what that is, so we're going to click into that and see that there's a specific promotion being run for the Apple AirPods Pro, where when you buy a select Apple Watch and Apple AirPods, you'll save $45 on both. So now, so far, the digital assistant has helped us see what the store hours are and the locations nearest to us. We've been able to see some of the promotions that are being run on specific products that we might want to purchase. And now we're going to go ahead and purchase one of those items. We purchased an item, and now we're curious about a return policy because that item ended up not being what we wanted, or wasn't working the way intended. So we're going to go back to the main menu, cycle through here, and find the section where it focuses on returns. We're going to click into there. See that you can request a return or see the return policies. Then the digital assistant, as you can see, is going to ask whether you purchased that item in a store or online. In this specific scenario, we're going to say that we purchased that in store. This is then going to have the digital assistant deliver you the policies on how they go about returns. Here's now where I'm going to show you the transition to Service Cloud and the Live Agent capabilities. Through this, you can go back to the main menu, or you can just type Live Agent. This comes in handy because, the user is not fully understanding what the return policy is and has a specific scenario that they want to chat with somebody about. So they're going to go ahead and type Live Agent. Here, the digital assistant's going to make it clear that it's going to transfer you to a Live Agent. Now, here's where I'm going to show you the transition to Service Cloud and what the Service Cloud user would be seeing. So here you can see that back in the digital assistant, it's saying that it's transferring you to a Live Agent. And then over here on the other half of the screen, you can see that an incoming chat is coming to Service Cloud. That chat's going to be accepted. You're then going to see back in the digital assistant that Live Agent Megan has joined the chat and is curious how she can help you. You have a question regarding a a gift card that you used to purchase, and now you're curious about how the return policy for that works. So you're going to ask, I purchased an item with a Visa gift card. What is the return policy for such case? So now you can see that that chat came over to Service Cloud. The return policy for gift cards is that you will be given the purchase price for the item back onto the gift card. If this purchase was in store, you may be given or reissued a new gift card for that amount. So you can see that answer then pop back up on the digital assistant, which then you can say, thanks. The live agent can then ask if there's anything else I can help you with. And at this time, we're going to say, no, goodbye, which will end the interaction with the live agent and will be the conclusion of the demo there.
So what Connor just showed you in a quick demo is really all about call deflection. So with Black Friday and the holiday shopping season coming up, retailers and other organizations are going to get a lot of questions from customers, and a lot of those questions are going to be common and repetitive across the customer base. So it's all about call deflection. So Connor's example again is very simple in terms of store hours and locations, Black Friday promotions, return policies. And then when there's more needed from an actual live agent, that seamless handoff over to an Oracle Service Cloud user or live agent in this case. So what does it take to actually build that out? So let's spend a few moments really looking at the technology and the platform that Oracle provides and the services that Fishbowl provides to really build out that digital assistant for customer service. So really, to build that best digital assistant for customer service starts with an Oracle starts with the digital assistant platform, and the Oracle Digital Assistant, or ODA, is one of the leading platforms to build such digital assistants, not only for customer service, but also employee onboarding, sales enablement, and much more. So in this diagram here, if you start on the right-hand side, under any application that's really around, Oracle has teams, their software as a service teams, for HCM and service and customer experience. They're building digital assistant skills that are relevant to their own application. And you can think of a skill as a functionality-specific chatbot. For example, for human capital management or human resources, their team, they might have a new onboarding skill, which as the name implies, can help onboard a new employee. And then if you move to the middle of the diagram, the Digital Assistant Skills Store, skills are deployed to the Digital Assistant Skills Store. This is where all the skills are cataloged. From here within the platform, you can select the skills you want to deploy to your own digital assistant. And you can really think of the skill store like the Apple App Store, where you select from apps in the App Store and make them available on your mobile devices. And similarly, you add the skills you want to add to your digital assistant. And then on the left-hand side, under the popular conversation channels, the Oracle Digital Assistant can be deployed to various target devices, including Slack, SMS messaging, Facebook Messenger, Alexa devices, as well to a website like Connor showed in the demo. So the reason Digital Assistant as a platform is key is really to be able to bring together multiple skills under one digital assistant. And by having that one digital assistant that can be the central point of contact to access all kinds of skills. The example there is it's really better than having to find the skill of interest, as it could become a mess, just like all the different apps that you download on your phone and never use. So, as mentioned, Oracle has this leading chatbot platform. Besides the out-of-the-box skills it includes, it has comprehensive capabilities that enables you to really quickly build those digital assistants to let your customers engage in natural conversations. It's deployable on websites, mobile apps, messaging apps, and digital voice assistants, and really extends and enhances the functionality of your back-end systems, delivering those personalized and engaging experiences to your users. It includes natural language processing, artificial intelligence, and is powered by neural networks and machine learning. This helps it detect when the user is trying to achieve, which is their intent, and respond appropriately with the information and results of transactions. The platform also makes it simple and easy to build and train the bots without the need for specialist AI skills. It's also being recognized, or has been recognized, as a leader, recognized by analyst firms Ovum, Forrester, and Gartner for their mobile app and digital assistant development platform. But really, the true value of the digital assistant is to provide real actionable services to end users. This includes a custom and component builder that allows developers to create modules that can be invoked during the dialogue flow to really pull back information from APIs and integrations like Oracle Service Cloud or other third-party back-end systems. The digital assistant can be programmed to carry out essentially any task that these integrations allow it to perform. So that's the platform that Fishbowl works with, has been working with for over 2 years. And over that time, we've learned not only a lot about the platform's capabilities, but also what it takes to design, build, and deploy purpose-built digital assistants. Through this experience, we've built up the requisite expertise to develop these digital assistants for customer service, employee service, and much more. This starts with really understanding the overall user experience and conversational flow design. Really understanding who the users are, what they want from the digital assistant, and how they want to interact with it, such as visual cues and menuing options like Connor showed today in today's demo. We then build the intents that you want the digital assistant to have by leveraging the out-of-the-box skills and then adding them based on your use cases. We then ensure the right security parameters are in place, the appropriate levels of personalization, and all the applicable back-end integrations like Oracle Service Cloud. So ultimately, the DA can ask and understand questions, give better answers, and present the information in the best way possible. So we have a proven process to deploy digital assistants. This is an iterative process that really starts with planning and moves to solution development, testing, and deployment. This process is followed regardless of the type of digital assistant you want to build, be it a fact bot or FAQ bot or a bot integrated with your business system to help customers complete transactions. And that is an important point to consider, as a lot of customers typically start with a phase 1 bot and then add enhancements to that bot or digital assistant to get more value. Think of it as a crawl, walk, run digital assistant evolution. So digging in a little bit more on that process, the key with the planning phase is really vetting out the use case. What business problems are you looking to solve? We then take a look at your FAQs or knowledge articles and begin to understand what is being asked, how often, and when. We then help you consider the channels to be used, again, web, mobile, social. The integrations, like we've discussed, can be key depending on the use case. But really a fun part of this process is helping you map out your user personas and their journeys to get answers from a digital assistant. We then help you mock up a flowchart for the overall design. Once planning is done, we move to build. We integrate any business systems and start designing the UX for the digital assistant. Once we have that built, we move to testing. This is where a lot of the data analysis occurs, and it's during this phase we put together a digital assistant scorecard and help validate that the FAQs are being answered correctly. And then we get your digital assistant deployed, but the work really doesn't stop there. A big part of these deployments is knowing that the digital assistant can constantly be enhanced. Again, remember that the phrase I used, the crawl, walk, and run. No different than how you might handle face-to-face conversations with the same person at different times and different situations. We want to tune the bot to be better and help it learn. And with Oracle's fastly evolving technology in this area, we're always looking to help customers leverage more of the platform. So in terms of next steps, so how can you get started with the digital assistant? Fishbowl partners again with Oracle to really offer 3 options. If you'd like to see more based on what we showed you today, we can do a deep dive demo for you, or we can even use some of your FAQ data to build out that demo. We can also come on site and do a conversational design workshop where we map out your use cases, personas, and customer journeys. And if you want to get started on building one today and have it online, again, during your busy holiday shopping season, we can start with the scoping engagement and deployment jumpstart. All right, well, I'd like to thank everyone for attending again today, and please look for an email with a link to the recording for everyone that registered. And until next time, everyone have a great day. Thank you.